Hello and welcome to Paydirt TV. I'm Dominic Piper. Today we're joined by Global Lithium Limited Managing Director Jamie Wright. Jamie, thanks for joining us.
Our pleasure, Dominic. Thanks for having me.
Jamie, Global listed on the ASX in May, and you've really hit the ground running at your Marble Bar Lithium project here in Western Australia. The drill results have been flying out of the door, flying out the assay lab even. But it's amazing that you can produce this type of drill hit so early in the company's life. But then I had a look at the company, and it's not actually the first drilling program you've done up there, is it?
It's not actually. Global Lithium has been around for about 3 years now, so we've got a really good operating history, and we've been around the Marble Bar for 2 years. This is our 4th drilling campaign at our Marble Bar Lithium project. 3 of those have led to our maiden mineral resource at Archer of 10.5 million tonnes at 1% lithium oxide. And so this program is really the next phase of our exploration effort to seek to grow the project. So we had a really good head start on where to go next, and these results are really exciting for us because it shows just the growth that we have in our project.
Can you talk us through a little bit through those results? The Archer deposit is your main target, but you've actually stepped out and extended the strike there, haven't you?
We had 2 objectives going into the program, Dominic. The first was to see where Archer may go itself. And so we've had some really interesting hits come back within the Archer deposit itself. And one of our results from hole 135, 28 metres at 1.5% lithium, really good hit. And that seems to be going through under the Marble Bar Road Reserve. But then more broadly, we stepped out to see regionally what have we got. And we've got a really large prospective area, geologically speaking. And so we took this opportunity to step away from Archer to see what else we might have in the area. And what we found was Archer is still growing. We've got more than 6 kilometres now where we've got lithium mineralisation in drill holes and at surface in rock chips. So we're really confident the pegmatite swarm's growing in size.
You obviously had a good idea that that may happen because you pegged some additional ground, or you picked up some additional ground just recently. Is the mineralisation looking like it may extend into those additional tenements?
Acquiring the tenements next door was actually a really complementary fit for us. We knew the greenstone belt struck into the tenements, but it was more than that. We saw it as a real opportunity to build our land position in the area. It just so happens that as we've bought the tenements, we've also come up with these really exciting results from the Marble Bar project, and it does seem to indicate that there's a good potential for our deposit to extend across into that new zone.
Jamie, a lot of this early drilling and all the early resource definition drilling has been with the RC rig, but I believe you've started diamond drilling in recent weeks.
We have, and I've smuggled some diamond core to show everybody today. This is from our 2nd diamond hole. We've only done 2, but what it shows very clearly here in this beautiful green colour is the blades of spodumene crystals that we're seeing in our ore body. And we've only done 2 of these holes, but we're very confident that when we go back and look for more, we've got a really good shot of building a really good resource.
Speaking of building that resource, you've already had one out obviously. What's the plan from here? You have more follow-up drilling, further diamond drilling. When can we expect to see an upgrade, an update to the resource?
We've got a really exciting 6 months plan, Dominic. We've already started planning and targeting our next RC program commencing in the 4th quarter this year. And using the results from this recent program, we're going to try and build on our story at the Marble Bar Lithium project and even seek to go into our new tenements to see what might be there in terms of extensions. And then in parallel with that, we're looking at taking our diamond core through a metallurgical test work program to confirm that we can produce saleable spodumene concentrate.
Having met test work available and the results available obviously starts to build a bigger picture around the project. How does the Marble Bar project and Archer in particular compare to some of the other lithium projects we see in the Pilbara and in WA more generally?
We're a little bit earlier stage exploration wise. From a geological standpoint, we share a lot of similarities with Pilgangoora and Wodgina, 2 very large world-class lithium deposits to the west of us. In Pilbara, they're all around the same age and around the same region and come from the same source material. And so from that perspective, our project looks remarkably similar. And if we take that a step further, we're also a hard rock, spodumene-bearing pegmatite swarm exactly like those other projects. The key difference though is we haven't had enough time on our project yet to really explore how big it can be and where it might go. And these systems have a potential to expand at depth and balloon out in terms of tonnes, and that's really what we're chasing here, to understand how big Archer could be in time.
We talk about time. It's perfect timing this year to hit the market with a new lithium story. Spodumene concentrate prices are going through the roof at the minute. The other lithium equities are having a great run. You must be delighted with the timing you've made so far.
We chose to come to market this year because now is the right time to tell the global lithium story. And while we've been around for 3 years, we really picked this year as our focal point to come and tell the world about us. We think we've got a great project. We think we've made a really good start. We also see the macro environment where we're growing up in the Pilbara, and we see the exponential uptake of electric vehicles and the electrification through batteries really is driven by the availability of lithium. Lithium is a key ingredient to those batteries, and the world's running out. We're seeing supply shortages in the lithium supply chain all the way through to the battery end, and that's starting to impact car manufacturers' ability to deliver on those promises for electric vehicles, which is a great time for us because we've got an independent mineral resource in the Pilbara, one of the best jurisdictions in the world, and we're growing our projects so that when we're ready to start talking to off-takers, we can do the right deal by shareholders.
It's a very exciting time. Could you envisage a time where you're comparable to Pilbara Minerals or even somebody like Core Lithium in Northern Territory?
That's our ambition, Dominic. We are a little bit early in terms of exploration. We haven't triggered that development pathway yet, but we really do want to emulate their success. You know, I look at my peer group and I think, my gosh, they've done a great job. And we really want to mirror that success as we go forward. We're not quite there yet, but we're not that far away either. If you look at our resource base, it's not that different from some of our peers who have already started to see that value accretion. And that's something that we're going to strive to do over the next little while.
And I'm sure it's something that investors on the ASX will be keeping an eye out for as well. Jamie, thanks for joining us today, and best of luck with the recent drilling campaign, or the current drilling campaign. And we'll see you again in a few months, hopefully, with an updated resource and some metallurgical results as well.
Pleasure. Thank you for having me, Dominic.